particularly like that wall. That ought to be up there in spades, I think, for many of the programs you're going to hear about, because persistence is worth more than any amount of intellectual ability. Getting it done matters. And START is something I'd just like to spend a few minutes explaining what it's doing, how it fits with BITC, and then we'll run a very short video just to explain what's been happening so far this year. START is an initiative created by His Royal Highness, the Prince of Wales, really with a view to saying, how can we make sustainability simple? And it really is about creating a positive message about sustainability, as opposed to it being about less, about going back to the Stone Age and generally being miserable. And it's about practical steps that real people can take. And so it is very consciously a customer-facing, consumer-facing campaign. And it is with a view of showing people and explaining to them how they can do things as a first step, hence START. And it's very deliberately an aggregator. It seeks to build a network of people who probably already have things they're doing or ideas they want to make more broadly known, but really maybe don't have the way of getting them across. So we're not necessarily trying to invent new ideas for sustainability, but actually bring together and make available those in a better form. And so the essence of START is a collaborative network. And it's been backed by a series of very major businesses, and many of whom are in the room, so including Marks & Spencer's, Waitrose, obviously, Virgin Money, Eurostar, and IBM, and ourselves. And I'm sure I've just offended 3 people by not remembering who was there. But the point of that is that it is a business-backed collaborative network. We're working with other people, working with NGOs and voluntary groups in different areas, but really from a point of view of saying trusted brands and trusted intermediaries can really drive a message in a way that a government commercial to be more sustainable, frankly, will turn off 90% of the people that listen to it. So what we've started by doing is a series of events, both originally at Clarence House and increasingly now at agricultural shows and Kew and other places around the country, where each of the brands have showcased solutions for people to start doing something more positive and practical with their life. Really to try and put it in real everyday language. It's not complicated. You can start doing this, and then hopefully driving people back to the website and starting to get a sense of this is part of a broader shift, because millions of small changes will be very important for us as we start to imagine a different future. Now, from my point of view, the collaborative network is really key, and I think it fits very well with the BITC ethos and heritage. And it is now part of BITC in the same way that I suppose that and it fits with the May Day campaign in particular, but it will retain its real focus on getting messages to consumers in mass. All of the businesses in the room and many others as part of BITC have many direct consumer contacts. So I'm very, very keen to try and work out how START and BITC come together to leverage more points of contact for consumers, because if we keep getting across the message, we're more likely to succeed. And there are messages basically water, energy, food, transport and consumption. A very simple set of messages which we're trying to allow people to engage with. And I would really encourage you to make contact with the START team here and Jerry Tabone to see how we could bring the best out of BITC and START. The second connection is the visioning work. I just want to mention, otherwise Emma will kill me if I don't get this across. We've, I think, started inside BITC a parallel challenge. If START plays towards the consumer, the visioning project is challenging us as businesses to reimagine our business models in a truly sustainable way. And that, I think, is not just about the negative aspects of commodity costs and challenges from the external environment. It's actually a positive set of opportunities to rethink your business model in a way that will create new opportunities. But it's a very difficult thing to do, revisioning your business model, because we all make a lot of our working day around perfecting it piece by piece. And when you're inside a model, it's incredibly hard to imagine a different model. So the BITC team have come up with, I think, a great set of workshops, a great way of thinking about what your business could look like, how it could fundamentally change and exploit new opportunities. And I would urge you, if you haven't seen the Visioning Project, to please get involved, have a look, contact Emma or contact the organisation, because I think those people that can reimagine a future business model which is truly sustainable, the sooner you start working on it, the sooner you'll start to make a return from it, and it will be the leaders that make the return. So now's the time to be doing the thinking. So the final thing I wanted to say about START before I show you the brief video of what's been happening is that it is 2 years old. So this is relatively new. It has made a lot of progress for what was originally just one idea that has turned into something more. But it will be evolving into a series of events, and really START acts as I said, the aggregator or the portal for these ideas, but also as the theme that runs through a whole series of events. It is deliberately designed to be an open source, collaborative entity that can take in ideas and other people can contribute too. So I really would encourage you to say, if you have business to consumer ideas that are in this space that help people find ways to make early steps into a more sustainable lifestyle, please get in touch, because I think there is a fantastic combination of business in the community and START that can now go into its third year and really make a difference.